Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to be introduced to a word called insects. And insects are a kind of bug. We know bugs can be spiders, and bugs can be even worms and insects. But actually, spiders and worms and insects are very, very different from each other. And insects, let's clap that, insects all have something in common, just like we talked about reptiles having scales and reptiles laying eggs and cold-blooded. Well, insects have their own things that make them special, like an exoskeleton. Their skeleton is on the outside, not on the inside like us. They have 3 body parts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The insects also have 6 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And insects also have antennas. Now, some insects have wings. In fact, a lot of them do, right? Can you name an insect that has wings? Yes, a bee. What else? I've got some right over here. Butterflies, yes. Anything else? Dragonflies, maybe you can see some of the pictures that I have. Yes, absolutely. Next week, we're going to talk about insects that are helpful insects to us, like bees and ladybugs and even ants. And this week, we're going to talk about one insect in particular called the butterfly. And I want to tell you something about insects that's so cool. They also go through metamorphosis. Now, not every single insect. Some just are hatch and they just look like the adult. Like baby praying mantises, when they hatch, they look like a big praying mantis and they just grow without going through metamorphosis. But we know the butterfly, what happens when it comes out of the egg? Does it crawl like a caterpillar? Yes. And then something happens. Does it go to sleep? It hangs upside down. It actually isn't really sleeping. It's doing a lot of work inside, but it looks like it's sleeping to us. And then after about 3 weeks, turns into a beautiful butterfly. You've got it. And even those scary moths, I know some people get scared of moths because they come out at night. They also go through metamorphosis. But their little cocoon, we call it a cocoon for a moth, is very different than the pupa of the butterfly. So we'll talk more about that later. Alrighty, guys. Hey, I want to show you something, though. I have a spider that I found, and I was going to show you how spiders are very different than insects. So we said that an insect has how many legs? 6 legs, and a spider has 8 legs. An insect has 3 body parts: head, thorax, this is all the thorax, abdomen, and the spider has only 2 body parts. It has the head and then the abdomen. Okay, and these are not antennas on a spider. These are its pedipalps that it uses to feel with. And an insect has antennas that it uses to feel with. But the spider does not have antennas. So we could sing a song like Head and Shoulders for the insect. Head and thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Head and thorax, abdomen, abdomen. 6 little eggs and 2 antennas. Head and thorax, abdomen, abdomen. Wow, good job, guys. So that's pretty fun. And one thing I like about insects is that I found out if we didn't have insects such as bees, we wouldn't be able to live on this planet. We really need insects. They do a lot for us. Do you know some of the things the insects do for us? Yes, yes, they do. I heard some of you say pollinate. They help flowers and trees and plant life to grow by transferring, picking up the different pollen and seeds and picking them up and flying to another plant and helping it grow more and more and more. And so without insects, we wouldn't have new plants or trees growing. So they're very important. Don't forget that. So let's take a look at some of our insects on the posters and tell me if you can name some of these.